Hey guys, it's Trushang, your host for this channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss major study and work visa changes for fall 2020, which are being introduced by Canadian administration. And I'm going to discuss whether it's positive or negative development for Canadian students and Canadian PR aspirants. So without having any further delay, let's get straight into it. Uh, Before starting our discussion, let's first know about the change which was being implemented on the 14th March 2020. The change is foreign students will be able to enroll in online courses while abroad this fall and still be able to eligible for a PGWP. It means postgraduate work permit after moving to Canada. It means those who wish to study from Canada can appear for online courses for first semester, and after moving to Canada, once they finish with their courses, they can still be able to apply for postgraduate work permit. It's a great move, and let's discuss why this is a great opportunity for Canadian students to get the permanent residency. Okay. Normally, online courses do not count toward the study requirement for a postgraduate work permit. There are numerous online courses which are being introduced by different Canadian universities, but you cannot get the postgraduate work permit for those courses. However, due to this COVID-19 outbreak, IRCC, which is an official website of Canadian immigration, is now allowing students to study online while overseas. It means you can study the first semester in your own country and still be able to eligible for PGWP. Now let's discuss further how you can apply for this opportunity. Okay, remember guys, this is for the fall 2020 only. Now, before starting any further discussion, let's discuss about this semester itself first. Generally, this semester, fall semesters starts in September and ends in December. But you need to be prepared for this semester. You need to appear for language testing. You need to submit your SOP, LOR, and you need to shortlist the universities which you are going to apply. So let's discuss how you can proceed further for your fall 2020 application. As I told you that in this case, the semester starts in September. So before August, you need to finish all your proceeding. Firstly, you need to appear for language test, that is IELTS, PT, or Duolingo. But as you all know that because of this coronavirus outbreak, a vast majority of test centers are being closed. So it is difficult for students to appear for the language test. So what you can do for that, you can appear for Duolingo, that is an online English test, and you don't need to visit the test center. It is an online test, and some of the universities accept the test which are conducted by Duolingo. You need to cross check with your university whether it's valid or not, and then only you can apply for that test. After appearing for the test in the month of May or June, you need to shortlist the universities which you would like to apply. You need to shortlist the university in simultaneous time because you have less time to complete all your process. Once you shortlist with your universities and appear for the test, the second task for you to do is submit your SOP. SOP means statement of your purpose. At the same time, you need to be prepared with your LOR. LOR means letter of recommendation. You can choose one or two LORs as per your university's requirement, and you can apply for that from your former universities. So this is all the preparation which you need to do in order to apply for fall 2020. Now let's proceed further with this discussion. Okay, now let's discuss eligibility criteria for getting postgraduate work permit. In order to get the study permit, you must need a letter of acceptance from DLI. What is DLI? Designated Learning Institutes. We are going to discuss about this after these slides, but before that, let's discuss the other points as well. Remember guys, study permit is different from postgraduate work permit. In order to get the student visa, you need to get study permit, and for that you need a letter of acceptance from DLI. Whereas postgraduate work permit is, once you finish with your course, you will be given certain period of time to find an employment, and if you find an employment and if you fulfill the criteria, then you can apply for permanent residency. So you need to be clear, the study permit and work permit both are different things. The second point would be you must have finished at least 8-month program, and that should be full time. The program could be diploma, degree, or certificate program. It doesn't matter at all. Not to mention, you can complete up to 50% of your course online. Let's say if your program is of 8 months, then you can finish up to 4 months online, and then for remaining 4 months, you need to visit the Canada. And once you move to Canada, then only you'll be able to eligible for the postgraduate work permit. And postgraduate work permit is directly proportional to the length of your program. Let's say if your program is of 1 year, then you may be given a work permit for 1 year only. And for the master's or bachelor degree program, which are of 2 to 3 years, then you'll be given work permit up to 3 years, and that is purely depending on your program. So it's not like that for 1 year program you'll get 3 year work permit. You need to be very clear that it is directly proportional to the length of your program. Now let's move to the next slide. Okay, in earlier slide we have discussed DLI, but in this slide I'm going to tell you what is DLI. DLI means Designated Learning Institutes. Canadian government has given some official authorities to some institutes, and if you get a letter of acceptance from those universities, then and then only you'll be eligible for study permits. So you need to be very clear, and you need to cross check twice that you'll get a letter of acceptance from DLR. Otherwise, you may not be given the study permits. At the same time, you won't be eligible for postgraduate work permit. So for DLI, prospective students who wish to study at Canadian post-secondary institution, it means for any college or universities, need to provide a letter of acceptance from designated learning institutes when applying for a Canadian study permit. And I'm going to set the list of designated learning institute in the description box below, so that you can check out those institute as well. And the number of this designated learning institute always starts with letter O. So that is the clear demarcation, and you can check out on the internet or on the official Canadian immigration website. Okay, now let's discuss the potential benefits which students might get after finishing this semester. Now let's discuss the advantages for students for enrolling in this fall semester. The cost of the study in Canada will drastically reduce because they need to stay in their own countries. They don't need to travel to Canada for first semester. It means their living expenses would be drastically reduced, because in Canada, the living expenses, rent, and food will cost us an arm and a leg. And for first semester, it's difficult to survive for international students. So the cost would be reduced drastically. The second benefit is higher chances of getting permanent residency, because you'll get Canadian education, you'll get Canadian work experience, and Canadian employers are always looking for Canadian education and Canadian work experience. So the chances of getting permanent residency are way more higher than foreign international. The third potential benefit is you may be eligible for PNP programs. PNP stands for Provincial Nomination Program. There are some provinces such as Manitoba which prefers their candidates to have the regional work experience and regional education. So for those provinces, it would be easy for you to get the residency. The fourth benefit is, these days, if you're noticing that since last 2 or 3 months, Canadian immigration authorities are looking for only Canadian experience class. So if you have Canadian education, if you have Canadian work experience, you're good to go. And we may expect that this trend will continue in future. So these are the benefits which you will get if you apply for this semester. I hope you understand whatever I told you about this program. And still, if you have any question, then feel free to drop in the comment section below, so that I will get back to you very soon. So I hope you have liked this video, and if you do so, then please share this video with those who are applying for student visa for this fall semester and those who are looking for Canadian permanent residency. Hence, it would be easy for them to understand the process. And if you wish, you can consider hitting the bell icon so that you will never miss any updates for Canadian immigration and IELTS preparation. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye for now.